Hi, I'm Carrie Olson, lead social worker here at Pascack Valley Medical Center, and today I'm here to talk to you about the effects of stress on your physical and mental health. The subject of stress and its causes and effects is a popular topic. You can find hundreds of articles and books on the ways to avoid or lessen stress, as well as advertisements for medication, herbal supplements, and other treatments to help alleviate the symptoms of stress. Why is it such a hot topic? Today we're going to talk about that and also test your knowledge on the subject. True or false? Life stress can impact a person physically. The answer is true. Stress affects not only our mental and emotional health, but our physical health as well. To fully understand how stress impacts our physical health, it's important to define stress. So what is stress? In the simplest terms, stress can be defined as a physical pressure, pull, or force exerted on one thing by another. For example, heavy objects on a wooden shelf produce stress in the wood, and the act of the weight as the physical pressure on the shelf is the stress. Eventually the shelf may warp, bend, or break. How does this relate to the human body? A more specific definition of stress is defined in terms of physiology. Stress is a specific response by the body to a stimulus, such as fear or pain, and that disturbs or interferes with the normal physiological equilibrium of the organism. Therefore, the force that exerted does not have to be physical force, but only a response to stress for it to affect the body. True or false? All stress is bad for you and causes negative consequences. The answer is false. People experience both positive and negative stress in their lives. Stress responses, which someone may experience before starting a new job, getting married, or hosting a big event, is the same that is experienced during periods of negative stress. Positive stress, known as eustress, enhances the quality of life by being motivating and energizing, enabling people to accomplish tasks. What happens during periods of stress? Our bodies can physiologically respond to stress. It is believed that stress triggers our evolutionary response, referred to as A, the run and hide response, B, autoimmune response, C, fight or flight response, or D, panic response. The answer is C, fight or flight response. The fight or flight response is a stress response. It's triggered by a release of hormones either prompting us to stay and fight or run away, triggering all our bodily systems to work to keep us alive in what we perceive as a dangerous situation. This response is automatic and reflexive. Without even telling it what to do, your body is assessing what's going on around you and determining options on how you most likely could survive this event. What is happening during fight or flight? Your heart rate and blood pressure increases. This means you're probably breathing more quickly and heavily, which is helping to move nutrients and oxygens out to your major muscle groups. You may be pale or have flushed skin. Your blood flow is being redirected so that you might experience feeling cool or like your hands and feet are numb and clammy. Your pupils may be dilated to take in more light. You're feeling on edge. You may be more aware and observant, and in response, you're looking for and listening for things that could endanger you. You may be tense or trembling. Stress hormones are circulating throughout your body, and you might feel tense or twitchy as your muscles are about to move at any given moment. True or false? The fight or flight response is only triggered by life-threatening emergencies. The answer is false. In the evolutionary sense, the stress response was designed to help us survive. But in today's world, our fight or flight response can now be activated from physiological or mental stress. Living in a prolonged state of high alert and stress, when there isn't any real reason, can be detrimental to your physical and mental health. Prolonged stress has been shown to contribute to which of the following health issues? A, hypertension, B, coronary artery disease, C, gastrointestinal issues, D, lowered immune response, or E, all of the above. The answer is E, all of the above. But true or false? Does that mean that stress can cause heart disease and other issues? You might be surprised to hear that the answer is false. Stress does not directly cause health issues, but the prolonged physiological response to stress may increase blood pressure for a sustained period of time, release stress hormones that cause an elevated heart rate, as well as contribute to symptoms of irritable bowel syndrome, which can cause nausea, diarrhea, or constipation. Anxiety and depression symptoms, which have both mental and physical effects, can also be exacerbated by stress. Our response to stress can also lead to making unhealthy lifestyle choices as a means to combat stressful feelings, such as overindulging in high-fat, high-sugar, or high-calorie foods, smoking, consuming excess amounts of alcohol, poor sleep habits, and social withdrawal. So true or false? The only way to help manage stress is to avoid any stress altogether. The answer is false. Avoiding all stress is not only counterproductive, it's also impossible and unrealistic. But there are many ways to effectively manage stress and its effects on your health and well-being. There are ways to combat the symptoms of stress. First, try to reduce stress. While avoiding all stress is counterproductive and futile, finding ways to reduce stress is beneficial. Try to avoid overscheduling when possible and realize it's okay to say no and set boundaries. Create and maintain a schedule and limit your time online and on social media. These will all be very helpful. Find time to exercise. Even light or moderate exercise can help manage stress. It promotes heart health and helps relieve muscle tension and pain. Exercise can also help release endorphins, which give a calming effect on the body. Tai Chi and yoga are both forms of exercise that can be done at every fitness level. Meditation. There are various types of meditation and techniques which are used to find inner focus, become more self-aware, and connect the mind with the body. Create healthy eating habits. Food is the fuel that runs our bodies. Avoid high-fat, high-sugar foods that may make you feel sluggish and tired, and seek the advice of experts. Pascack Valley nutritionist Catherine Nguno has several videos on our website regarding nutrition. Make healthy lifestyle choices. Eating well, creating good sleep habits, avoiding smoking, and not overindulging in alcohol consumption can help manage the symptoms of stress. Therapy. Talk therapy can be very helpful in managing stress. Working with a licensed social worker, counselor, or other mental health professionals can help you understand what's driving your stress, how and why you respond to it, and find ways to both minimize stress and your reactions. Medication. At times, stress can lead to issues of anxiety and depression that may not respond to therapy, exercise, or other lifestyle changes alone, and medication may be helpful. Speak with your primary care physician about your concerns. Although chronic stress has been linked to disease, mental health issues, and social problems, it's not a permanent condition. Stress is a normal part of life, but by making positive and proactive changes, you can lessen or eradicate the symptoms that are brought on by stress.